Good afternoon, this is Marcus and this is my review of the Benchmade 10402S-1 TiPika serrated edge titanium handle. Overall, it's a today we're going to go over the list, which is aesthetics, functionality, quality, ergonomics, and after that have a quick evaluation of the knife itself. Now, aesthetics wise, no, it's a very basic, simple design. Titanium handled, well, interesting grind towards the blade itself. There is some copper liners for the back spacers. I personally think that might be more decorative than functional. Jimping. Now this is both functional and ergonomic because pulling it out from your pocket, it definitely serves as a good thumb ramp, all the way down to hand ramp. But I think the only thing which will be in contact with that will be your thumb eventually. Yeah, of course, because we are looking at an all single steel knife, there is opportunity for personalization. I got this as a gift to a friend of mine. Did not know what she wanted to have put on the knife, so I left it blank. Looks just as presentable as it is, but well, some people like that little bit extra. Now, upon closing of the knife, as you can see right here, there is a space in between the handle and the blade during the closed shape. That, in my experience, have not caught onto anything, but it does, cause a little bit of well, dissymmetry, I guess, towards the general look of the knife. Functionality, it's definitely a good for everything knife. The blade shape over here contributes to that, in a point that there is, well, I prefer a little bit more belly, but then there is very functional flat blade to it. I got the serrated version. I wanted to experience how Benchmade serrations are. So no, they're alright. Yeah, I guess so, they're alright. Well, now I know at least how it's going to be like. Now, clip, as I said, now clip functionality. Clip is good. It has a good bit of flex to it, which is definitely what you want if you are looking at pocket carry. There's good enough space for you. It's good for cargo pants to jeans even, and only problem is that it might be a bit too it's not as low carrying as some other knives which are out there right now in the market, which are available in tip up carry. The normal Pika II has availability for you to have it tip down carry, where it will be deeper in your pocket, wherein only the clip will be showing. But since we are looking at a single block, it would be unsightly to have a couple of holes here when not utilized. Now, quality. Okay, functionality. Once again, deployment we're looking at. Upon putting it in your pocket, to deploy the knife, one would be immediately putting your hand onto the thumb, pulling it out, opening it, and then shifting back your grip. So that's three handle changes throughout the handling of this knife. So that might be a bit of an inconvenience, but it's one of those things that I think you will definitely get used to as it becomes your normal user. Function wise, back to defensive capabilities. Now, very sharp point. I guess that will definitely be a giver. I'm personally not a knife fighter myself, never trained, but it definitely has a length for it as a knife, for defensive capabilities. And one good thing is that it is a design which will stick into your hand because of the large handle. Yeah. So serrations wise, well, there's sort of a claw-like recession over here. Well, in certain knives that's actually brought forward so that you can actually use it for some sort of ripping action, but it's quite far back, so I don't think it'll make a difference this time around. Back to the original case, I don't think it was built to be a defensive knife within itself. Now, if anything, if all else fails though, I mean, we definitely can use it as a good Yawara or a Kubotan as well. So yeah, as thumb down here, this aligns with your knuckles, and got a bit of protrusion that you will definitely be able to use to pack a little bit more punch. Now, quality. When I got this, I felt that there were a bit of sharp edges towards it. Finishing off, well, not something that you can actually take off without, well, not difficult to take off with a little bit of sandpaper along the sides here especially. But the good thing is that I did not feel any sharp edges along the titanium liner, which is where your hand is going to be in contact with, which definitely will be the ones that count for it, well, make the count. A little bit of play though, I felt initially. Left and right, not so much, but the point is that I did feel a little bit of a nudge up and down. I'm not feeling it right now, but I did. Well, I guess it's a matter of quality control. A lot of people have been speaking about quality control for these China-made Benchmates. Yeah, so I guess it's a luck of draw. But the good point is that it's not significant. It's not a dud. It's not definitely not going to be a lemon right here. 8CR MOV blade. Personally, no experience with that blade steel. I have had pretty bad experience with 8CR13 MOV, but I think Benchmade usually hits the mark with their knives. Now, ergonomics, hand filling design. Balances very well because strong point of the knife is that quite a strong amount of the weight is towards the back end of the handle, so you're definitely not going to lose it in, say, one which I personally feel that where FRN loses out, where most of the weight will be from the steel from the blade itself, so leaving the back end a lot lighter, easier to drop. Ice pick grip. Not exactly my favorite grip, but you know, it does work well. See if you can see that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, jimping, as I said before, quite ergonomic, forms as a thumb ramp. Deployment action is okay. It's a little bit tough now, but experience, you should be able to get used to it. You can still deploy it from a drop from that. I can't do it with the viewfinder, or normal opening, most advised. And also if you want to be depressing the spine and doing that drop thing, yeah, still works. Smooth action, I saw some washers there. I'm not so sure if those are copper, but there are washers. Now overall I like it. Good ergonomics, nice balance of weight. One thing I like it despite its size is that it's very flat. Flatter than, say, its well, it's closer, its counterpart, which will be the Endura, I guess. It's got a finer edge as well as an Endura 4. It's got a finer edge as well, finer blade actually, and it definitely does not take up much pocket space because of it being that flat. Now, most bench, the good thing about this is it makes it a lot more portable. Now, the other thing is that I'm not so sure about these low price high tech steels. Benchmade usually has a mark with them, and down to the boiling point. I mean, EDC, yeah, I'll definitely carry it. The fact that it's going to be that light, that small, definitely would be a good replacement to an Endura. It's finer edge. Overall, light knife. Definitely should be able to get it. The price point like that, if you want a knife this size at that price range, get it. This has been my review. Hope you enjoyed it.